We are all getting settled in now, aren't we? Because we're about to start the show. And we got an urgency tonight because there's a bunch of people from Salt Spring that the ferry won't make any money unless you guys get on it tonight. Because there's a whole bunch of you here. Oh, yeah, our hotels could love it. You know, we'll pull out the cots, we'll rent rooms here. Thank you for coming for the Duncan Showroom, especially all those people from Salt Spring who might be here for the very first time. Yeah, it's a very cool little venue that we've created. It's been 15 years now since we took this concept of once we were given the theater seats from the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Oh,
On
thank
Boxing
you.
Day.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord, yeah. Or whoever's Lord it was. But anyway, anybody sitting in those seats, if should you find during the evening that you have an urge to hand out literature and knock on doors, resist. Right, that's what happens with used things. You have to be careful. Like I like to remind people of I used to, I collect a lot of used things, and you see that, right? So you have to be careful with them because they always have something, a little history that goes with them. And I bring that up because I had bought a pair of used red high-top running shoes, which are hard to come by if you got large feet, and I do have large feet. No, but they were close to it. They were a little bit longer than that. The only problem I got, they were used, and then after I wore them for about 2 weeks, I realized that the guy who had owned them before me had been a drug dealer. Because I don't know what he had laced them with, but I kept on tripping. You weren't expecting this, were you?
No. Hey, John, you know what they say about men with big feet?
Oh, yeah.
Big shoes.
Yeah, big shoes. Lots of understanding, too. Hey, anyway, it's a fun place, and I wanted to bring up a little bit of history here. It turns out it was 1974 in September that I had been in London, Ontario, and I decided that's it. I wanted to go back out to Victoria again. And so I convinced Marianne Grittani that she should jump on the train with me and go. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, just get on the train. Trust me, you'll have fun. Right? And she's been having fun ever since. I think she's gone back just to say hello to some people, but more often than not, she's been a West Coaster ever since. I'm sure glad that I brought her out here. Yeah. She's been a big addition. Now you guys on Salt Spring have got her, which is pretty good. But tonight we're doing a live recording, which is going to be, we've already done one set. We're going to do that same set again and pick the best of the two. It'll be a little live recording, much the same as the, who's that?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, John.
No, me neither, so I'll leave it behind.
Can you give us a clue?
No, I can't. No clues allowed.
Okay.
It was the famous Duck
That's
Creek.
what you're trying to think of, yeah.
Well, no, because I keep on remembering that you don't spell creek there. I'm at that age where I can't, I barely remember what it was like to get up without having to make a noise. You ever do that when you get up in the morning? It's noise time now. There's always some kind of physical thing you've got to say. Anyway, we're all up now, and we better get on with this show because there's a ferry to catch on the way home. Marianne Grittani, and it's a quartet, but it's a whole bunch of people going to step in tonight and make this a really worthwhile night. Give her a warm welcome, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, for making the trip. It's the Marianne Grittani Quartet that we've got. We got some wonderful folks up here I'll introduce you to as the evening progresses. But speaking of being from Salt Spring, the history of this song is I came to Salt Spring first in the 70s, and then I went away to Vancouver.
Silly.
And kind of got stuck there for a little while. And then from an event happened that brought me back to Salt Spring. So I'm here again. And that's what this song is. First time I came with a fisherman, and it was an Englishman that brought me back. Once upon a time, I came to an island with a fisherman of great renown. I called it my own, and I made it my home, and I gave thanks for the life I'd found. But then I went away across the sea, the Salish Sea, to see what might become of the likes of me. The years went by and I lived my life, but it was not where autumn years unfold, and I give thanks for this life that's mine. They say you can never go back, but here I am. Whoa. They say you can never go back, but here I am. Whoa. They say you can never go back, but here I am. Thank you very much. Wrote that on the Skeena Queen. And then I missed the connection going to Vancouver. I started out in the Skeena Queen. I finished it in the parking lot of Schwartz Bay.
Write the song, listen to the connection.
You're a songwriter.
We all know about this.
This song is not one of my songs. This is a John Hartford song that I really love and wanted to play for you. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me want to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. That keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me, or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and small the woman's crying to her mama 'cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn till I'm blind. How about not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers, flowing gentle on my mind. to my breast and find that you're waiting by the back roads, by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind, ever smiling, ever gentle, ever smiling, ever gentle, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. Thank you. It's just so fun up here playing with these guys. On my right, my good friend Rosie. Rolls Royce. What did you say?
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. I only said that because Tim Cadillac's running the board.
So I bought a car. Actually, it's been a couple of years now. It was July, I think it was 17. And I named her Coco. Of course, I named her. And I wrote a song for her. And of course, I wrote a song for her.
What's the song called?
It's actually good setup, honey. It's called Song for Coco.
What color is it, perchance?
All right, you guys, here we go. 1, 2. You ready? It's live. 1, 2, 3. May you carry me down any road I choose. May you cheer me when I'm all alone. May your 4 strong wheels roll me through my life, and may you always carry me safely back home. The deed is done, and now we're on our way to see what we may see. High up in the hills, or low down in the scrub, and at the table of ones that I dearly love. Well, I'll swim in the sea, in rivers, lakes, and streams. I'll breathe new air, walk barefoot in the sand, sleep under a star-filled desert sky, look into new eyes, hear new tunes, hold new hands. And maybe I'll go out dancing in a roadside tavern, let a handsome stranger put a sparkle in my eye, spin around the floor, a kiss upon a cheek, then I'll be on my way with a cheerful goodbye. Thank you. You kind of look good out there. There's a nice little crowd. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with us. There's so many things you could have been doing, but you're here, and that's so nice for us. Tim, I'm going to switch out to my guitar now, okay? So I'm going to turn this right off. Over 20
All right.
people. They're probably my relatives. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, that would be my sister Jeanette. Hey, Jeanette.
Serious?
Jeanette taught me how to play guitar.
Yay, Jeanette.
Well, she got me started for sure, and she gave me my first guitar, which was a beautiful little Gibson. I might have sold it for rent. I can't remember.
Ooh. Just what the folks in the U.S. are doing, government workers this week.
No. Let's not go there.
Here we are getting political.
No.
So that song was kind of a... I'm not even listening. Got me? So that last song, Song for Coco, was kind of a fantasy of what we might do together driving down the road. And then last year I went on a road trip down in California and had kind of a good time. So this song is kind of about that. Does anybody know, are there any Americans in here by any chance? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you who you voted for. I just wanted to know because you might know about the town of Julian, the famous Julian Pie Company. It's renowned. But, well, I know about it now. Because I tasted it. I set out on the highway. I felt the urge to roam. Now I'm at the top of the mountain, and I don't want to go home. Set out on the highway. I said goodbye to my home. I drove some roads untraveled into the great unknown, and I called upon my angels to safely deliver me, and I breathed a prayer of thanks for all the wonders I did see. I saw sunset in Borrego, I saw dawn in Arizona, I hit the beach in San Diego, felt the breath of the Santa Anas. I sang my songs to strangers, and they sang their songs to me. And I saw God in the gloaming after the sun fell into the sea. Set out on the highway, I felt the urge Thank you. I had my uke with me, of course, so I couldn't help but write songs on the trip, since I am a songwriter. This song is kind of the opposite of that. I was on a road trip coming home from Ontario after spending the summer with my mom, her last summer, as we knew it would be, or it was, yeah. So, so on my way home, we were camping. I had my trusty dog, Sonny, with me, and we camped along the way, just found places to stay. I was in my 1975 Chevy van, and she had a name, too. Her name was Mojo.
Mojo. Coco and Mojo.
I know. Well, maybe I should write a song about both of them.
Coco Mojo. Here's my tuna. Yeah, so we just never knew where we were going to end up. I was just making my way home, making my way westward, like millions before me. Oh, that's nice. Sweet.
I want a guitar
This is the
roadie.
grunge portion of our show.
When I grew up, I wanted a guitar roadie. Oh, Lord. The shub needs to be tighter, she just told me. Okay. This song's called Ever Closer. Every morning, as I open my eyes on a new dawn, for me at my journey's end. Thank you. This is so unusual and wonderful for us to be playing for an audience that, you know, is just here to hear the songs. That's really nice. You know, you write a song, you never know if anybody's going to hear it or care. It's always nice when it's always nice when they do. Don't let that buzz. So this is another song that I did not write, and I'm sorry to say I can't tell you who did. It's a very old traditional song about a girl named Corina.
Another one written by Trad.
By Trad, that's right.
Trad Trit.
What?
It's Travis's twin brother.
So this song, I tend to, it's kind of in general terms, about someone who's lost to us for one reason or another. And I really want to get in tune. There we are. I think about my daughter a lot when I sing this song. Corina, where you been so long? Corina, Corina, where you been so long? I get worried about you, babe. Won't you please come home? You on my mind. Corina, Corina, get you on my mind. I get thinking about you, babe. I just can't keep from crying. Won't you please come home? Oh, anybody know who wrote that song? If anybody listening out there in wherever you are, gee, I wonder if my brother from Portugal is out there.
In fiber optic land.
Yeah. Somebody else out there. Siri, who wrote Corina?
Seriously?
I bet if anybody did, she would. Don't you think? Who? Because nobody else seems to know. Who wrote Corina? Well, no, Google will tell you, oh, well, it was first recorded by hand to hand. This person did it and that person did it. They might not know who wrote it, but they might. Who's smarter, Google or Siri?
Google.
OED.
What do we do? Like a train.
It just goes to Wikipedia.
The almanac.
Right? Siri just goes to Wikipedia.
This song is called Like a Train. And it refers to trains of thought that we kind of sometimes find ourselves on and can't get off. And they don't really take us anywhere in particular. Might keep us from sleep, but... Walking down from the floor. 1, 2, 3, and... I'm riding this train, but it doesn't bring me any closer to anything I can understand. You see it your way, and I see it mine, and never the twain shall meet. So many things that never got said rattle around in my head like a train with no destination. Like a train with no destination. We come together, but then it all falls apart. In the blink of an eye, all the colors change. Just when I think I have it in the palm of my hand, you slip away and I'm left alone again. With so many things that never got said running around in my head like a train with no destination. Like a train with no destination. Okay, train's pulled out. Thank you so much. Did I actually pull that off, that live fade? Wow. Do you know what? Just to let you in on a little secret.
She's good.
I feel like I moved mountains to get here today. Last night I was on the verge of canceling this show because I wasn't feeling so great. But I kind of knew that once I got with these guys, they're the best medicine I could hope for. Please give it up for my
She's-
quartet.
Quintet tonight.
Quintet tonight. Yes, our special guest, Kate Bragg. Woohoo! Yeah. So a few years ago, if my brother's watching, he might remember this day. He and myself and my mum went out walking in London, Ontario. And as we were walking, our senses were very acute, it seemed. We just were noticing things like, wow, look at the light on those, look at the color of those leaves, look at the way the light's hitting it. Oh my God, smell that, what's that smell? You know, and just everything just hit us in a really impactful, wonderful way. And I recognized that how sensuous we all were, and that's my mom, so that must be where we got it from. And I'm really grateful for that, because I like noticing what's around me, how it feels and tastes and smells. That's one of the things I'm grateful for that I got from my mom. The nose, maybe not so much. I don't know.
It's a nice nose, Marianne.
It's a good nose. It works. I seldom do this song. You know, we often do bar gigs and stuff, so this is a nice opportunity to do this song. But if you've lost anyone and you feel them close to you, you'll know what I'm talking about here. Soft grass under my feet, or the kiss of a sea breeze on my cheek. I feel you with me. I know you're with me. I know you'll be with me. Always. Spring, when I hear the blackbird as she sings, I feel you with me. I know you're with me, and I know you'll be with me always. with me always. Thank you very much. If my sisters in Toronto are watching, they're probably grabbing the Kleenex right about now. So, how are we doing? We're doing really good. We're going to motor right on through this show, okay? We're not going to take any breaks because we do have a ferry to catch, and we don't want you to have to.
That's island life. It's the nature of island life. Racing for ferries.
So speaking of island life, it's our F word. Yeah, the ferry. That was good. Who said that? Good one, Trace. Yeah, thank you. So this is a real Salt Spring Island song. It came about starting on Lisa Segerson's front porch.
A lot of you know this, so
And
sign.
yes,
Sign.
Was there a hound dog on
well,
the porch?
I happen to know that there's some good singers in this room right now. So y'all can just join in with Rose and Kate. Yeah. Oh, I'm a half good. Thanks, Tyler. That would have been funny if I played it in B and you were playing it in, or if I was in G flat. Yeah. Okay, everybody. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Rhodes solo.
She hates it. I do that. Okay, you got me. No, I do that to her, and I feel so bad. I'm publicly apologizing right now. Okay, Rosie?
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it. Yeah, we were playing some Bruce Coburn song in some bizarre key, and then normally Tyler solos, but she turns to me and
Take it away.
Take it away, Rose.
I failed.
You did not.
It was public failure
It-
of the worst kind. Well, we weren't streaming. There is that.
This
So
will
this
be
song-
reserved for eternity, though.
Oh, don't say that. I'll get all nervous.
No, it's good.
Oh, you know, I said the worst thing is to
As Joni said,
put something down and be out of tune.
chicken scratching for your immortality. And that was she wrote that before there was Joni Mitchell. Chicken scratching for my immortality.
Oh,
But now everything is pretty much out there forever, good or bad.
You don't have to work for it anymore, do you? Mortality?
Yeah, she had to work for it back in the 70s, but now it's just like flip a switch.
hey, thanks for filling in that gap there for me, guys. These guys, they got my back. That's why I love them so much. Sitting on the front porch, playing our guitars underneath the moon and the stars. A hound dog at my feet, her tail wagging on the beat. I sure love this country life. I sure love, I sure love this country life. I sure love this country life. floating through the air. And it sounds so good, just like we knew that it would. I sure love this country life. I sure love, sure love, sure love, sure love. I sure love this country life. I sure love, sure love, sure love, sure love. I sure love this country life. Let me hear you guys. I sure love, sure love, sure love, sure love, sure love this country life. I sure love, sure love, I sure love, sure love, I sure love this country life. Now here we go. Thank you. Bob was so swept away with your beautiful singing. So this road trip that I went on last year, took me to California, and I really got to know California. So much about California. Do you know what it even means? It means hot as a furnace. Because it was the Mexican, it was actually, it was
Caliente.
the Spanish. It was the Spanish that went up first. And yeah, as I traveled through, I started learning things about the state and just seeing all the amazing geography and topography and the plant life. It's also foreign, you know, the palms and the agaves and yuccas and stuff. I just, they were beautiful to me. And then when it came time for me to leave, I headed north on the coastal highway. Hang on, let me just do this and then I'll. And then what? How was the suspense killing ya? Yeah, so I drove the coastal highway. I got lost a few times, but anyway, as I was approaching the Oregon border this one particular Sunday after a tearful goodbye in San Francisco, I realized this is it. I'm leaving, and that's why this song is called "Goodbye, California." Goodbye, California. I'm so glad I got to know you. gentleman Jack, and maybe someday I'll find my way back. Goodbye, California. I'm so glad that I got to know you. I'm so glad, so glad. It couldn't have been any better. I'm so glad I went in search of sunny weather. Oh, goodbye, California. So long, California. Adios, California. Thank you. If all goes well, I will be going back actually sometime later this week. It was supposed to be like the day after tomorrow, and I thought, you know what? I can't do that.
Record an album, pack up your house, rent it out, get your car ready, pack your stuff into storage. Can't do that in 2 days?
Well, yeah, what's the matter with
While you're sick.
I'm such a slacker. So as I mentioned, I was driving up Highway 101, and it was just like one stunning coastline after another. You know, you go inland a little bit, and you come back out, and boom, there's the Pacific and these expanses of ocean, waves crashing in, and mountains on this side, and you're just touring around the highway. Honestly, it just could have gone on forever. But then I hit the border.
How was that?
It's amazing. I got the same guy I got once before, this really intense guy with, shaved head and piercing blue eyes. And the last time I came through, the first time I ever went across the border with my waiver, that's a whole other story. I got him on my way, and I was coming home, so I wasn't nervous at all. And then I get this guy, and he's looking at me with these eyes. Anyway, and I told a little fib, and he almost caught me in it, but I saved. And anyway, didn't I get the same guy 6 months later coming through? And it was so random. They were at booths at this time, right, coming through with my car. The last time I was on foot. Anyway, it's like, it's him. Anyway, he kept me. It was like my worst nightmare. Next time I'm going to have to ask him his name. If I get him again.
So you were worried he was going to discover the 16 pairs of underwear you had on? It's just one of those days. I had to wear them all.
I get it. Okay. I got it. I'm going to take this opportunity to have a sip.
Marianne's rethinking her mandolin player right about now.
Yeah, I wonder.
Just how much do I need her?
So anyway, this song is called Never Can Tire. And it goes a little bit like this. of the stars through a sycamore tree. I never get tired of a redwood forest, of feeling the sunbeams as they trickle through the treetops, the softness of centuries upon the forest floor. Oh, I never get tired of this redwood forest, or the sound of the river, the smell of the sea, the feel of the sand under my feet, the taste of my supper cooked over a campfire, the sight of the stars through a sycamore tree. I never get tired of the sight of a coastline, or driving through the hills, or across the mesa, or standing in the warmth of a sunbeam in a forest. But soon my journey will be over. Soon my journey will be done. Soon the road will be just a memory. Soon I will be home. Soon I will be home. Thank you. I wish I could see y'all better. I'm going to just put my hat down a little bit so I can. Is that okay? Can you still see me?
Oh my goodness.
See, they're there. They're right there. It's hard to see it with the lights.
I see you, Joan.
Jonesy, did Jonesy make it?
She's up there.
That's really nice. It's really nice that you all took the trouble to come all the way over here. Hang out with us. Don't worry, Tyler. I don't think it's one I need. I think it's one that we've done. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it though.
Just 'cause.
We were talking at rehearsal the other day about how I want to be like Jackson Browne and have a row of guitars, and every one of them is in the right tuning, and it's in tune. When I hit the big time, yeah. I'll put that in my rider. I want a guitar roadie. Duncan is pretty big time compared to Salt Spring. Indeed. Hey, how about longevity, John? Where is
Yes.
he? You know, where's John? Where are you? I can't even. Did he split?
Half man, half beard.
I saw him in the summertime, and I said, hey, I hadn't seen him in a long time. I said, how are you doing? And he said, undecided. Anyway, John, where are you? Is he here? I can't. Oh, there you are, honey. Oh, my mother. Do you remember you? You met my mother. She thought he was so handsome. She said, that nose. He's got an amazing, either side. She just loved your nose. Anyway, John, I used back in London, Ontario, I used to wash his hair because he would wear braids and they would be in there for months. And every now and then he'd come over and I'd make him take out his braids and I'd wash his freaking hair.
He predated dreads.
And anyway, yeah, the circumstances of me coming out west, definitely Long John, escorted me out to the West Coast, because what had happened was I'd gone to Toronto, left the coffee house that I had worked in London, where I knew Long John and everybody, and gone to Toronto, worked at the Riverboat for a while, which was fantastic, except for the owner. Well, he isn't watching right now. Anyway, we just didn't see eye to eye. Wouldn't that be funny? Bernie, how you doing? Anyway, we didn't see eye to eye in terms of our ethos when it came to folk music and folk venues and not serving during sets and all that stuff, which we had never done in London, but he wanted to. So I left and I went back to London, but I had already sublet my place. I had nowhere to go. And Longevity John and I were talking, and he said, well, I'm going out west on Sunday. Why don't you come? And this was Wednesday, and I said, okay.
Cool.
And yeah. Yeah, it was kind of auspicious. You know how life just takes you along and certain things happen and they seem like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then it turns out in the best way possible. This is a song, it's called The Place in My Heart, and it's for most of the loves of my life. All except one.
And I hope he's not watching this. Oh my
And
God.
I doubt it. If he saw Marianne Grittani, he would go in the other direction. He would turn to a different channel. Yes, know more about that relationship later. But this song is about all the wonderful men that I've had the great joy to love and be loved by. That's called A Place in My Heart. Oh, hang on, hold on, wait a minute. I got another song in my head just there. I start on the 4 a lot, don't I? I like to start. I'm just noticing there's a pattern. We're starting on the 4, Bob.
A lot of patterns in
you
music.
probably knew that. I've been down a rugged road. I've sailed the deep blue sea. I've seen the face of God, and I have been brought to my knees. I've stumbled in the darkness, seeking beauty and truth. And love has come my way, and love has gone away too. But the best love can linger like the taste of a kiss. I don't know much, but I do know this. I know the wind blows cold in December. I know that the ocean meets the shore. I know there will always be a place in my heart for the loves that once were but are no more. I have felt the sting of shame, and I have tasted defeat. I have felt the blessed power of the earth beneath my feet. I've seen many setting suns and the rising of the moon. I have had lovers stay too long and one that left too soon. But the best love can linger like the taste of a kiss. I don't know much, but I do Thank you. Okay, y'all, you can take a little rest for a second. I'm going to sing them this one if I can. I'm a little more winded than I usually am. Something's going on, but anyway, I'm trying to take deep breaths.
Yeah, we shouldn't have played that game of touch football just before the
Yeah,
set.
no, that was a bad idea. Better do it down here. And I'll just get in tune for the next song while I'm at it. What is the next song? I have to look back and wonder. Nothing I know. Okay, good. So when I was driving Mojo, which as you would recall, is the 75 Chevy van. Okay? No, Coco's the 2003 CRV. So just so you can keep them straight. No, that was Sunny. Well, Mojo was the van. It's so confusing. You look at me, and I look at you in a never-ending search for what's true. A glimpse through the mist. We sometimes, you know what? I just realized I forgot to tell you what happened with Mojo. So I was driving Mojo, as opposed to Coco, through the Kootenays and the Okanagan. I was just out on tour, and it might have been raining. The windshield wipers might have been going, and then this song sort of came about out there in BC. Okay. You look at me, and I look at you in a never-ending search for what's true. A glimpse through the mist we sometimes get, and even so, how soon we forget. I look at you, and you look at me, and there'll always be so much more to see. The deeper I go, the more I know about what can and cannot be. But I will keep moving, onward I'll go, through mountains high and valleys low. And when I rest at the end of my days, I will look back and wonder and sing God's praise. Well, I look ahead and I look behind, I look around me and I look inside, and I find love in the strangest places, in a hound dog's eyes, in a stranger's face. And I will keep moving, onward I'll go, for the more I learn, the more I don't know. And when they lay my bones to rest, let it be said she gave her best. Oh, I will keep moving, onward I'll go, through mountains high and valleys low. And when I rest at the end of my days, I will look back and wonder and sing God's praise. I will look back in wonder, and I will sing God's praise. Well, thank you. That was April 2001. I haven't recorded an album in a long time. That's why this is so nice. If we get an album out of it, you're all going to be on it. Let's hear you. Here, there they are. The Duncanites, the Salt Springers, I don't know, the Lanceville. They've come from near and far.
Royalty checks will be in the mail. Especially if you sing well.
So I tuned my guitar, but that wasn't even the right. I have to put my cable on. So in the aforementioned, I had a very tumultuous relationship with a really great songwriter. It was kind of one of those on again, off again things, and we both got a lot of songs out of that. That's the upside. The downside was, when it was good, it was great. And, but it seemed kind of inevitable to me that it wasn't going to last for a long time. For one thing, he was a Pisces and I'm a Capricorn. So I got that date.
Well, there you go.
So, I mean, come on. We didn't stand a chance. Oh, and he was a Celt and I'm a Roman. So, I mean, everything was stacked against us. We just, but yeah, there were some good times. I can't see the tuner that well is the problem with my old eyes. Oh, good, some young eyes. There we go. I'll have you know I just turned 65, so cut me some slack, okay?
All right, and looking good. 65 is the new 45.
I can't see when it goes down to the red that well.
With hormone replacement therapy. I'm kind of serious, really. Is it working for me yet?
You're gorgeous, darling. You're gorgeous.
I'm 103.
This song's called Nothing I Know, and we better speed up because it's getting late. Even when you see it coming, even when you know the truth, doesn't make it any easier, darling, saying goodbye to you. Nothing can make it easy. Nothing can make it easy. No, there's nothing I know can make it easy. The roads to walk are many. My choices are few. See the way before me, darling, but I don't see you. And nothing can make it easy. Nothing can make it easy. Oh, there's nothing I know can make it easy. Lying in your arms was the sweetest place I've ever been. And looking in your eyes, I saw the sweetest things I'll ever see. 'Cause loving you was so easy and leaving you so hard. But the tears that we cried for the love that died, written in the stars. Nothing can make it easy. Thank you.
Okay, so we got some decisions to make. Let's do that dream, then in my dreams. We might not get to the other ones. Kate, what time did you say? By the way, I introduced you to Kate, but I didn't introduce you to Bob. Bob Delian on bass over there. Our good friend Bob. He's a sweetheart. They're all sweethearts. I'm so lucky. You think? Yeah. So, Kate, what time did you say we needed to be out of the door? 20 after. And your clock is right. You sure it's not?
9:05.
Okay, do you want to take me to the station? Bruce, could you get up here in a hurry? I'm sorry, this is kind of short notice, but please welcome to the stage Bruce Everett. We're going to do that one in G. G. Somebody call BC Ferries, nothing to put on an extra sailing tonight? Special circumstances.
I got a place in Esquimalt. I can put you all up.
Okay, Rosie, be nice to me. Hormonal therapy.
To the river where the water runs sweet and clear. Take me to the river where the water runs sweet and clear. Take me to the river where the water runs clear. Take me somewhere far away from here. Take me to the river where the water runs sweet and clear. To the valley with the fruit hanging on the vine. Take me to the valley with the fruit hanging on the vine. Take me to the valley with the fruit on the vine. Take me somewhere, find me some peace of mind. Take me to the valley with the fruit hanging on the vine. Back to the station, put me on a southbound train. Take me to the station, put me on a southbound train. Take me to the station, put me on a train, so I don't ever have to see this place again. Take me to the station, won't you put me on a southbound train? Okay, Kate, are you nearby? Where's Kate? Are you here, Kate? Thank you, Bruce. Bruce Everett on that. Katie, we're going to come up and sing a little song.
Swampy.
To say goodnight to you all. Yep, okay. So this song nailed 2 goals for
Somebody
me.
phone the ferry.
I
always want to write a 2-chord song, and I always want to write a Western swing song. And this is
It's
my
9:09,
little wish
folks.
list. My little wish list. So let's go.
We got 11 minutes to sing the song. No worries.
No, we don't. In my dreams. In my dreams.
Well, for them, we got to pack up.
So this song started out as my own personal wish list, but then I went global, and it's called In My Dreams. And thank you so much for coming and for listening, everybody.
Oh, 11. No, we actually pack up.
Did I do that again? I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. We're just supposed to ride the one, correct?
Deep cleansing
A one,
breath.
A 2. A 1, 2, 3. In my dreams I ride the prairie in the morning sun. Sleep under the stars when my day is done. Ride through a canyon in the afternoon. Rush down my pony neath the prairie moon. In my dreams I have a good man who loves me true. Has my back no matter what I do. I love to make him smile. I see his bright eyes shine. I take care of his heart and he takes care of mine. In my dreams, each child has enough to eat. And every mother's son has shoes on his feet. There's no jackass in the White House and no beasts on any thrones. And every living soul has a safe place to call home. Yes, in my dreams, this world is a better place. We can all do the things that put a smile on our face. There is peace, there is love, there is freedom for all. Oh, if only my dreams could come true. Oh, if only my dreams could come true. Thank you so much, everybody. I hate to play and run, but we got to go. Tyler on guitar, Rose on mandolin and vocals and harmonica, Kate Bragg, Bob Daly, and without them, this wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
coming.
And thank you, Long John. Thanks, Tim, up on the board there. And thanks, Trish, for having this great idea for me to record a live album.
And I think they passed the audition. They will be at the 39 Days of July this summer if we
will
arrange
be.
the date,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. All right, thanks,
Guaranteed,
John.
you're coming over.
Good night, everybody.
Kate, when you have a chance, you can take that off the stage for me. John, you can.
Sky went violet on this August night.
Is this still on? If anybody wants a copy of the CD that comes from this, maybe just email Long John at the garage and he'll get that word to me and I'll put you on a list and I'll let you know when it's ready, okay?
Ease my mind one song at a time. I see this life rolling by one song at a time. You got to live every night. Spotlight circle high above the street. Gathering people, shuffling feet.